Hello everyone, welcome to my channel CodeQuest. Today I am going to show you how to install Anaconda Navigator and launch Jupyter Notebook into your system. But before we dive into that, let's first see what is an IDE and why we need an IDE. So, what is an IDE? The full form of IDE is Integrated Development Environment. Means it is a software which helps user to write codes. As in our daily life, if you want to write anything, you need a notebook to write anything. As in programming, if you want to write anything, you will need an IDE. Okay, you will need an IDE. IDE combines all tools in one place, like code editor, debugger and compiler, all in one platform. Okay. Now we move on to why we use IDEs. As I told earlier that we need an IDE to write codes. A programmer need an IDE to write codes. That's why we use IDEs, and this IDE allow us to faster code writing, easier error spotting and in interface testing. Means when you write code in IDEs, the programming become easy and convenient. That's why we use IDEs. As we take from our daily example, if you want to write something, you will need a notebook. You will need a notebook. You can write your all thoughts about that. If you want to make notes, you can use your notebook. It will make your thoughts clear. Okay, as the IDEs are, we use IDEs to writing code. Okay, now we will move on to our next topic, which is popular IDEs for Python. See, there are lot of IDEs we use for Python, but in the field of data science, machine learning and deep learning, we use Python. We use Jupyter Notebook. Most developer and students and beginners use this Jupyter Notebook, and I'm also using Jupyter Notebook for coding. So that's why I prefer Jupyter Notebook. But you can use another IDEs also. There are so many IDEs I have write down here, like PyCharm, Visual Studio Code, Spider, Jupyter Notebook, Atom and Sublenders. All have their own features. These all IDEs is used for coding. And these all IDEs used for coding, and they have their own features. If user want to use different interfaces, they can it can go on to these IDEs. Okay. So now we move on to why we use Anaconda Navigator. See, before Anaconda Navigator, people have to download every applications like an IDE and other coding applications into his system. But after Anaconda Navigator, all applications are combined in one place. Whatever applications you want to use, they all placed in Anaconda Navigator. Okay, that's why Anaconda Navigator is good. I prefer Anaconda Navigator. Okay, first I did downloaded Jupyter Notebook, but after when I learned about Anaconda Navigator, I used to it. Okay. Now Anaconda Navigator is user-friendly platform for managing data science tools. Includes Python and many pre-installed libraries. Means there are you can use Python here. Okay, and there are so many pre-installed libraries here. Okay, simplifies environment setup, saving time and effort. As I told that you have to download each applications every time, and it takes time and effort to go on a website and download it and then install it. So Anaconda Navigators gives you a setup. All applications are in one place. Okay, that's why Anaconda Navigator is useful. Now we move on to why use Jupyter Notebook. Most developer and student and beginners use Jupyter Notebook for programming, for coding. Okay, that's why most people prefer Jupyter Notebook, and me also. And also it is ideal for interactive coding. It is ideal for interactive coding, means you can write a code in a cell. A user can write a code in a cell, and you can execute that cell, and your output will be below that cell. It's ideal for interactive coding. Okay, and Jupyter Notebook commonly used for data analysis, data science and machine learning projects. Okay, we'll move on to how to install Anaconda Navigator. Okay. First, you have to go to your web browser. Go to your web browser and visit www.anaconda.com. Okay. As you see, when you're going to write www.anaconda, then there will be a suggestion and you have to enter it. Okay. Now there will be a skip registration here. You have to click on it, and after that you will have to scroll down, and whatever operating system you are using, you will click on it. I am using Windows, and if you are using Mac or Linux, you can click on it, and I am a Windows user, so I am going to left click on Windows, and my download will begin. And here my download will be start, and it will take some time. You'll see here, if you can see, my Anaconda Navigator is started to download. So when your Anaconda Navigator is download, and you have to install it, and after that, when your Anaconda Navigator is installed, you will have to go down on your search bar, and you can go on your menu applications. When you go on your search bar, you have to type Anaconda Navigator, and you will see that the Anaconda Navigator will pop out here, and you will have to right click it. It will take some time to open it. Now you can see your Anaconda Navigator has been open, and you have to click on cross here, and you can maximize your screen. And you can see, as I told earlier, that there are so many applications in Anaconda Navigator, which was that I am talking about. There are so many applications here. You can use Spider here, PowerShell prompt, PyCharm Professional. There are so many applications here, but we are gonna use Jupyter Notebook, and you will have to click here. Is my cross here? You have to left click it. And after left clicking it, your web browser will open an interface with Jupyter Notebook. As you can see, your Jupyter Notebook has been open, and from here you can create a new file by clicking here. As you can see, by clicking here, you can make a new file of Jupyter Notebook. In Jupyter Notebook, and after making, you will have to select Python 3 kernel here. You can see there will be some options here. You will have to choose Python 3 IPY kernel. After choosing it, you have to select it. Okay, you will have to select it, and voila, your Jupyter Notebook page will be open, and you can write your first code here. But that will be in my next video. I am going to show you how going to write your first code, and which will be hello world. Okay, so now you know what an IDE is, why do we use IDEs, and how to install Anaconda Navigator and launch Jupyter Notebook. And this setup will be perfect for data science, machine learning, and deep learning projects, Python projects. So in the next video, I'm gonna make a perfect roadmap for you, in which I'm gonna show you how to learn how to cover all topics of Python here. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. So take care. Bye bye. See you.